So you can see that the verbs here are all finite verbs because they can change their tenses. But there are some other verbs that cannot. Now there's no specific type of verb that you say is finite here and then at some other point it is not finite. Now a verb can be finite in a sentence, in one sentence, and be non-finite in another sentence. Now let's look at the word write or wrote. We can have a form of it and appearing in a sentence that is, and when it appears as a non-finite verb. Let's take this example now. Let's say writing is enjoyable. Writing is enjoyable. Now, you will agree with me that the word writing is a verb in the participle form, present participle. So here it's actually a verb. Now, can this verb writing be changed into different tenses? It's not possible. In fact, as it is now, it is difficult to even place it under any tense because the word writing, which is a present participle verb, cannot stand except it uses it needs the help of an auxiliary verb. So if you look at it in a sentence, for example, where we have he is writing, the other time we'll use the expression he is writing the exam. We discover that the verb writing uses the help of is, which is an auxiliary verb. Now, that is why we can't even begin to think of a tense here. So it's not possible to, for example, say wrote is enjoyable and change the verb from writing to wrote or write. So what we have here, the verb here is non-finite. So this is the difference between a finite verb and the non-finite. So this is non-finite. So non-finite verbs are verbs that cannot undergo tense distinction or tense changes. It cannot change from one tense to the other. And indeed, it's difficult to even place a type of tense on a label on it. That is the point. Now, we can't even begin to think of having close connection with the subject because the verb here writing happens to be the subject of this sentence. And that makes it a nominal. That is, so it's doing the job of a noun, staying in the position normally a noun will occupy. So in this case, it is a non-finite verb.